all these cheap ass cameras make everything look like weird colors. Look at that. Red is blue now, huh? Ew, that's cool. It's kind of cool, I guess. So anyway, yeah, because I decided that, my brother wants to make a name for himself and then forget everybody that, helped him along the way. So, especially his own brother. So I decided, that, anybody that wanted to know anything about me, they're going to know everything about me. Whatever that is. And they're going to know, that, who I am. Because believe me, I was not just a nobody in Danny Warner's life. My whole life revolved around Danny Warner's fucking life, okay? Everything I did in my life revolved around his life. Everything. Because of, what my parents did. Everything. Like I say, my parents spent absolutely no time doing anything, I was interested in. It was always about Danny. So, I was in the Boy Scouts. I was in the Scouts for 10 years. My dad, didn't even have anything to do with that. I was on a swim team. I was a swimmer growing up. I was on a swim team in high school. My parents never went to any of my competitions, my swimming competitions. I was in a choir. I was in church choir growing up, and then I was in, choir in high school, and we had competitions in high school too, choir competitions. And I even went to Walt Disney World and sang in the candlelight ceremony for, during the Christmas pageant, at Walt Disney World, called the candlelight ceremony. They never even bothered showing up for that. They never did anything that had anything to do with anything I ever did. Alright? And my family never supported anything I ever did. When I worked, when I was able to start cutting lawns, I paid for my own dues and scouting. I paid for everything with my own money. I said my brother never had to pay for anything. My sister never had to pay for anything with their own money. Okay? And when I started working when I was 16 years old, 4 days after, right? I turned 16. Turned 16 September 8th. 4 days later, on September 12th, I was working at McDonald's. Yeah. And because of that, my schooling also suffered. First, it started out with, remember I said in another video that, it was because of selling the candy and all the shit for all the crap for Danny and Mary's, music competitions and music festivals and all this stuff that they never sold anything for. They never did anything for that. I paid their way for everything. I paid their way for all the vacations we went on by selling stuff. They never did a damn thing. And my parents kept shoveling out the money for, music lessons and all this other stuff for them. Because they couldn't afford to do it. But when they were old enough to start working, they never forced them to work. Made me work. Forced me to go to work. They never paid for anything. The first car my brother had, first car I had, I bought from a dealership, J.M. Pontiac, in Hollywood, Florida. Alright, I paid for at a dealership. My brother, no. He got the family car. He got the family station wagon. And you know what he did? He totaled it. Completely destroyed the car. My sister did the same thing. My family bought a car from a friend they knew, and my parents bought a car from a friend they knew, and then what did she do? She destroyed the car. I watched her destroy that car. She pulled out into traffic, tried crossing Sheridan Street, got to cross one side, and then stepped on the gas and pulled out right in front of someone, smashing the car, totaled that car. And I saw her go spinning across Sheridan Street. She's lucky she didn't get killed. The car I had, the Chevette I had, well, the last time I saw the Chevette I had, which I bought, a friend of mine had, my dad sold it to a friend of mine that a guy, well, his brother that I worked with. And it's still running. It's still fine. As far as I know, it's probably still working. It's still running. That's the last time I saw it, the car was still working and running in perfect condition. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? But see, this is, they've had everything given to them in life. And now that they're adults, and now that I need help, they don't want to do anything to help me. They don't want to do anything to give anything to me or anything else. Because they're just such, disgusting people, my family. They are. They really are very disgusting, and, it's like they should be absolutely ashamed of themselves for the way they've treated me as an adult. And so, but this is their and like I said in this previous video, is that that's their karma. Everything they're getting is going to be their own karma that they've created in their own lives. See, because believe me, things are only going to get better in my life as I get older. Things are only going to get better, and it's going to get better. Well, because, I'm on SSDI, but I'm also going to be able to collect, eventually here, I'm going to look into collecting on my retirement money. Yeah. My Social Security retirement money. So I can add that to my income. It's going to make life a whole heck of a lot easier for me. But I've been holding off on it because I want to get, a pretty good amount of money every month to be able to live on. So, things will just start, keep getting better for me. I may not, be able to work anymore, and I am disabled. But, things are going to get better for me. As I get older. And I'm going to outlive them. And, oh, yeah. Because I just want to now. I want to outlive them so I can see what happens to these most despicable people. And they are despicable people, degenerate people, because of what they've done to me. And the fact is, like I said, my parents never got involved in anything I did growing up. Okay. And it was all about Danny, and my life pretty much revolved around his life. Everything my family did revolved around Danny Warner. So, now, that I need help. Oh no, this is why they're just most mean, self-centered, selfish people. And this is their problem. And it's been my problem all my life with these people, the Warner family. And that's, the real crux of the matter. So, it's just really sad. It's really a shame that, they've turned out to be the people that they are. For no reason, and my brother has no reason not to help me, other than, he just thinks he's so much fucking better than everybody else. And he's not. Believe me, he's not. He's not, he's not a nice person. He's not, he's just not. He never will be, and he never was. You know, he's very, you know, my parents gave him everything, and you know, he never appreciated anything they ever did for him. Nothing. And obviously never appreciated anything I ever did for him either, because if it wasn't for me, he would never have been able to go on those festival trips and all this other stuff, and my parents would have been able to save the $50,000 they did to send him to college. You know, because, you know, I was out there contributing. He'd never contributed anything to the family or anything else. Nothing. Danny Warner never contributed anything to the Warner family at all, and he still never has. And he probably never will, because he's just a worthless piece of shit as far as I'm concerned. That's the truth. Take it or leave it.